Finding the Guru Within was inspired some 10 or 12 years ago now, actually. I was first given the title and kind of given the inspiration to write a book. And as life goes, there's been no time, no money, no energy. I was always too busy to get going until around 2016 when I think my higher power, my inner guru said, "That's it, I'm tired of waiting for you." And within a 2-week period, it's absolutely crazy how I was given the proverbial kick in the butt, if I can say that. And suddenly I found myself with a writing coach and signing a contract to put a book together for which I didn't have the time or the money or the plan. I wanted to put it off another year, but the guidance was very strong that I needed to commit to this and get the book written. And it took 2 years to prepare this book. The title, Finding the Guru Within, refers to that energy, that consciousness within each of us, which I call the soul consciousness, that we come with when we take birth. Each and every one of us are born with an inner GPS. Now, nowadays everybody knows what a GPS refers to, and you know, when I go on a trip anywhere and I travel extensively, I love it because I sit down, I activate the GPS, I tell it where I want to go or ask it, and then, you know, I sit back and relax and enjoy the journey, and the rest is looked after. Now, what if life could be that way too, and not such a struggle? So the inner GPS that you are born with, that I'm born with, and each individual has, it's a very personal GPS that comes pre-programmed with every solution that you're looking for in your life. And I call it your Guru Positioning System. So finding the Guru Within refers to the Guru, or the inner GPS, which is really our soul, who we are on this journey. And the word Guru is basically referring to the dispeller of darkness or the bringer of light. And that's how the title and the concept for the book arose. And the core theme in the book is how we can learn to become accountable in our lives, 100% accountable, and release all blame of others as well as ourselves. Once we move into the world of accountability through self-awareness, there's no room for blame anymore. And once we take accountability, the door opens to solutions. So those people who are seeking solutions in their lives, whether it's to physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, career, health, relationship issues, can find very practical insights based on some 40 plus years of work that I've done with my clients as well as on myself, which is, by the way, ongoing, and insights that I have gained, also based on the amazing work of so many of my colleagues that have contributed to the whole world of self-awareness and self-realization. I have actually taken the best of the best. Over the years, I have applied the tools and techniques of some of the authors and the writers and the teachers, and only those which consistently work, that give consistent results, are the ones that I call the keepers. And so I've amassed over the last 4 decades some very, very good keepers. And in this book, I have provided a very practical, very easy to relate to process, approach, map, resource through which, if you're feeling blocked, let's say, by something that happened to you when you were 7, I have a chapter called Rewriting Our Stories, where you can actually learn how you can actually change that feeling and that experience. You cannot change the past, but you can heal it by going to the source code and shifting the energy. That's the power that we have today. So finding the Guru Within takes you through a little bit of my journey of how I came to do what I'm doing and why. What was it that has inspired me to commit to offering this resource to the world. But then very quickly it goes into the how. It's what's missing in most books, is the how. We're told what we need, and maybe 7 of this and 20 of that, and maybe even why, but oftentimes the actual how is missing. So what I've done is I've outlined the how based on the 4 decades plus of experience that I've had, and I have referenced in there the works of many of the amazing people who have contributed to this learning, so that you can get inspired to resource even more deeply something that resonates with you. And the book has been written so that I think even someone at the age of 14, 15 could read and relate to it. I've kept it very easy to relate to, but without losing the depth and the breadth of the message in it. Because let's face it, and especially after the last few years on the planet, we are a world in chaos. We are, I mean, everything has just become so fragmented and so victim-based consciousness. And it's very difficult after we've gone through a few years of this for the human mind and the psyche to come back together, to heal, to become whole again. And this book will provide the practical insights on how to get yourself back to center, back to a place of being grounded and centered and have healthy boundaries, and how to become truly empowered. I mean, I think I subtitled it Solutions for Empowered Living. And that's the focus of finding the Guru within, and that's why it's different. It's not something to be read once. It is a resource that one can go back to. This is an excellent resource to start very quickly growing your self-awareness, and through that working towards self-realization and ultimately self-empowerment in every arena of your life. It's totally doable, and I want to invite our friends out there to check it out.